Hey everyone, AmberFrmThVault here. Welcome back to Yes, Your Grace. We're going to go ahead and check this out. I did get it for less than $5 on Nintendo during a sale. So this is part of the $5 and less games. That doesn't mean you'll find it for $5 if you go to purchase it now, but I have seen it frequently on sale. So let's go ahead and check out Yes, Your Grace. I'll be back. God, it's so bad. We can't afford to do anything. It's terrible. All right. We're obviously not going to be able to finish this. That's why I'm really struggling with even if I should even continue the gameplay. It's going to be so bad, you know? We're so clearly going to lose. Right. Go. I am not ready for this. I didn't want that. Sorry. Here we go. Father, I've tried sending letters. I've tried to tell you at the wall. Ivo always found a way to stop me from contacting you. You have no idea how happy I was when I'd heard you returned home. With all my heart, I thank the spirits they led your way. I knew about Ivo's plans, but I couldn't tell you. He threatened me. If I said anything, then he would not only come for you, but my sisters and mother. He threatened to skin them alive. He's frantic. He's mad. He believes that by getting rid of you, he will heal his mother and avenge his father. To hell with him, Atana and his god. I'm scared, but it will be better this way. I can see now that there is no way out for me. Tell Sadani I'm sorry about Dusty. Tell Azalea to follow her heart, and tell Mother I love her. Don't hold back. I love you. We need to defeat Ivo, take her back. I can't allow this bottom feeder to harm her. Is she saying that she's gonna... I will find that scumbag and flatten him to the ground. It's all my fault. I shouldn't have sent her there. I need to show this to Aurelia. Have you ever heard of mud bugs, Your Grace? Insect-like creatures living on swamps. They glow at night. Some might say they guard treasures, but don't listen to these lies. They simply prey on those who follow the light. Remember, if you find yourself lost in the forest after sundown, do not follow the lights. Why are you telling me this? I can't say I usually get lost in the woodlands. My son wanted to look for treasures in the forest. Like I said, the treasures, unlike the mud bugs, are nothing but lies. He hasn't come back yet, and I'm afraid he's lost. I told him not to listen to these rumors. Oh shit, I don't have one. I'm sorry, I can't. Try searching yourself. If you want to get your hands on the treasure, perhaps you risk your own skin. What, me? No! I told you there's no such thing as treasures in the swamps. I was only looking for my daughter. I mean son. Darn it, I was so close. Your Grace, I have a problem. I have been working on all sorts of buildings in the village. The forge, the new inn, a chapel. It's the only thing I can do. But because I have been working with very heavy stones, my back is gone. I can't lift anything. Every time I try to bend down, I faint. What can an old man like me do to make some coin? I have no family to support me. The only thing I could do, I'm no longer fit for. I guess I'll send the witch to visit your house. She will find a cure for your back. Thank you, Your Grace. That's great. Although I'm not going to lie, I don't really want to go back to work. Thank you anyway, Your Grace. I mean, yeah. So I'm completely... Like, I don't even... I'm not going to be able to do anything because I'm losing money. We're not getting enough money in to support us. I wonder if you can get to the point where there's nothing you can do, because I feel like I'm getting that way. Yes, Father, you're sent another letter. Luli asked me to tell you to follow your heart. Oh, we've not heard from her in a long time. Is she well? Might be in danger. Ivo wants to avenge his father by killing me. But I don't want you to panic. What, Father? Why? There was a trial. You didn't poison King Talus. Yes, I know. Calm down. Won't let him do any harm. Everything is going to be all right. What is going to happen to Lursulia? I don't know, honey. I'm sorry. Well, I gotta talk to my wife and to my other daughter. Honestly, I really don't know what I'm gonna do at this point. We're not making money. I have no investments. I'm really starting to think this is not worth doing. Your sister sent a letter. Julia is very sorry about Dusty. She hopes you can forgive her one day. I don't know if I can, Your Grace. If she didn't like Dusty, she should have never taken him. She never deserved him. Dusty died in an accident. Say that. Sulia loved Dusty. She's just as upset about it as you are. She just wanted you to have something to remember him by. I don't want his fur. All right now, silly pig. See it again. You'll dare not all. I'm gonna watch them die, basically, which is really sad. Right, wife. Oh, darling. Honey, she sent another letter. She's in danger, Aurelia. It's all my fault. And I can't do anything. Why are the gods punishing us so harshly? As if a battle wasn't enough. What is happening? Eric, talk to me. Priscilia's most recent letter reads, I now see there is no way out of this for me. Mother, I love her. What does that mean? Eric, we must do something. She said Ivo is frantic and that he wants me gone. No, if Ivo saw that letter, tell Mother I love her? Was she saying goodbye? We need to send someone to get her. His guards are too strong. We would never be able to get to her. He probably keeps her locked up just in case we send someone. We just need to wait. That's true. If we anger him, he might harm her. He's confident that if he attacks us, he can win the castle over. But if we can surprise him, if we can prepare well enough and win the battle, Priscilla will come back home. I really hope this is going to be the case, darling. It's not. I already know that. I don't even have to question it. I've got something for you. I got this bag of sugar from a merchant. Thought you might like it. You can put it in your wine to make it taste better. You can probably find a better use for the sugar than I can. Oh, Eric, this is amazing. Thank you. You're so thoughtful. I love sugar and the girls love it too. I will have the kitchen make us up something sweet for this evening. Glad you're happy with this. Of course I am. Thank you. Later. And I got no one to send anywhere and nothing to do, so fuck it. We're screwed. We're still very, very screwed. I guess I should have called the banker. That probably would have been smart, but guess who didn't think about that until right now? Don't really have a choice. I mean, I don't see this. I don't see it being able to end well. I don't know how we could even end it at this point. I run a little business, Your Grace. I exchange your supplies for gold. Yeah, I don't even have any, so go away. I have something to show you regarding our child. Visit me in the bedchamber when you can. Grace, I am afflicted with an itching sickness. My face is itchy, my legs are itchy, well, you get the idea. I can't stand it. However, I have heard that the touch of a king can cure all manner of ailments. So how about it, Your Grace? Will you use your kingly powers on me? Sure, approach and be healed. Oh, this is bad. Touches his face. I think I can feel it working, Your Grace. I shall come back sometime and let you know how the healing process went. We're gonna get sick now, aren't we? Your Grace, I hope I find you well. Welcome to the castle, Pastor. I've come to ask a favor of you. The community has decided it is time to upgrade our town Kolovrant. The one in the market is small, old, and barely standing. We thought of fixing it up, but it's better if we just build a new one. We can use this opportunity to do it properly this time. The community has already gathered a large sum of gold and supplies to help fund it, but it's never quite enough to cover the labor. We will need to mine stones and bring them from over the mountains. Our mason said he can carve out the pattern in that. If we have a new Kolovrant in the center of the market, that will bring more people around. The community will feel safer and happier. 25. You can send the general. I'm afraid I can't provide gold, but I can offer the help of my general. It should help you in organizing the... Oh, thank you, Your Grace. Your help is very much... something... We just don't. We have nothing. Like, we have no options. I guess I'm going to invite the banker and then just see if there's anything else we need to do. I really think at this point, we have kind of gotten to the point where I'm not convinced that we are going to make it out of this. You know, as I've kind of been talking about, I just don't think we're going to make it out of it. But I also don't know how long does this really go on for? Because I think it's going to be 52 weeks. Eric, this is Delia, a local witch. I think there's a way to lift the curse. Do you want to explain, Delia, or Delilah? Delilah. Your Grace, with your permission, we could perform a ritual that will lift the curse that has been placed upon you. Curse? I thought that was just a humbug. From what I've heard from Australia, it doesn't sound like you've been hexed. It does sound like you've been hexed, excuse me. Poor health, misfortune, no heir. I can help with all of these things, but I think I can be most of use regarding the most important matter here, a rightful heir. Okay. What is this all about? The ritual is complicated and we need you to be here for it, Your Grace. We will be asking God's spirits to act in our favor. You will need to repeat the incantation after me to occasionally help. What's the risk? Ritual doesn't shout safe to me. What's the risk? Is it painful? It can be, but I will be mostly under a spell, not entirely here with you, although my body can show signs of pain. Queen Aurelia's spirit won't be in her physical body, so she won't feel anything. What's the chance? There is a risk, but always in these matters. The ritual will need to be performed perfectly in order for it to work. But as long as you help us, the chances for a boy are very high, certain almost. Okay, I think that's enough. I guess let's do it then. I think we should do it. For the ritual to happen, I will need to gather several ingredients. The list is long, but mostly things I can obtain myself. The more exotic elements, I will need your help with, Your Grace. What do you require? We will need to make a brew that will help the queen leave her body. A special kind of mushroom. It's distinctive, vibrant, and blue. It grows in damp places, and I'm sure you can find one around the castle. We will also need the use of a herb of grace, or simply rue if you prefer. The strong smell will remind the queen, whilst under the spell, of where she is and what's happening. It will also drive evil spirits away. Oh my gosh, can't read all of a sudden. You won't get it from any merchant. The smell puts off customers wanting to buy other wares, so you will need to find one yourself. I will mark on your map where your agents are likely to find. Tell them to look for bluish leaves with yellow flowers. We will also need 2 vials of Bethany oil. Okay? It has the effect of easing pain, so these will be a gift for the old spirit. 1 mugwort oil, also known as women's sage. A gift for the spirit of the grown woman helps with the cramps. Traveling merchants may often sell the oils among wares. The most difficult to get will definitely be the basilisk egg. We need 2. Basilisks. Don't be surprised, even monsters want to have their heirs, and they also lay eggs. The problem is, people usually prefer to get rid of these creatures, not keep them young around. Many people walk through your halls. I'm sure there will be someone strange enough to offer you this, so not to worry, Your Grace. The basilisk's eggs will serve as a gift to the spirits, 1 for the young one and 1 for the grown lady. We need 2, so they hopefully get the hint. One last thing. I would recommend that you find yourself a spell book. I thought you were the one casting spells. Yes, but the good spirits will want to hear some of these incantations from your father's mouth. A book is called Performance of Rituals, Curses, and Healings by Jerko Zaremba. He's a renowned scholar in the field of alternative medicine. Make sure to read it if a copy falls into your hands. Very well then. When will this be ready? Magic is involved, of course, but we are still dealing here with delicate matters. We need to wait for the fetus to develop. Don't worry, Eric. I will be ready before Atana arrives at our gate. Feel it. Then it will just be up to you to repel our enemies. I can do. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we can do any of this. So once again, I feel like I'm kind of at an impasse. There's nothing I can really do. I'm stuck here. Can't really pay for anything. Yeah, again, I'm negative. So this is what I'm thinking. At this point. We have 11 weeks. Things sure could turn around suddenly, but they're not going to. Know this. I really think that we just need to abandon. I mean, look at that. Again, I have no one. There's no agents available. We're not going to be able to do this because we're not going to be able to guarantee the heir. We're not going to be able to do this ritual thing, which I feel like we need to do. So I'm really second guessing this and whether it is worth continuing trying to play this right now. But also I think we might only have a few weeks left. So I don't know. All right. Yeah, banker. I need to borrow golds. I should have been borrowing golds earlier on. All right. Sadani, is that you? What on earth have you done to your dress? Azalea got a grown-up dress, so I wanted one too. Don't worry, Father. I didn't do anything to my favorite blue dress. No, but you have ruined this one. Did you cut it yourself? Where did you even get scissors? What are those feathers in your hair? I found some beautiful feathers in the garden last week. I wanted to have a dress like Azalea, but I couldn't do it like she has. The fabric just kept getting in the way. You didn't cut yourself, did you? No, Father, I'm fine. I just wanted to ask you if it looks nice. You can keep it. But you'd better explain this to your mother yourself, and I'm telling you right away she's not going to like it. Why won't she? Because it's not becoming of a princess to wear a torn dress like this. Maybe she will, you don't know. You'll see. Now scuttle off, I have work to do. Thank you, Father, I knew you'd like it. Your Grace, our village has recently been acquired by Lord Grego. It used to be under the command of Lady Masha, but now both of the lords are taking taxes from us. They are sending soldiers to collect money every week, and we can't say no to them. We have been paying double tax for weeks. We tried talking to the lords, but they ignore us. Please help, Your Grace. Oh shit. I guess I have to give you money. This should be enough to reimburse most of the people in the village. Thank you, Your Grace. I knew you were a fair king. I'll take this gold to the villagers immediately. Ah, blast it all. My potatoes were stolen again. I'm sure someone is hiding at the atwar in their home. How else would you explain my potatoes keep disappearing? My grain, too. That bloody village. I knew I shouldn't have moved there. Would one of your hunters help us find out who is hiding the feathery snake? Okay, I can't. I don't have a hunter, but I guess here's more money that I should just give away. Well, that's the case. I can't say I'm complaining. My potatoes, poof, already forgotten about them. Oh. Your Grace, we have found the Radovian king, the monster himself. Baron? We gave him a bit of a beating for what he did to our brothers. That was not necessary. Forgive my men, they can be heavy-handed sometimes, especially if wearing metal gauntlets. Eric, I finally get the chance to talk to you. How many years has it been? I was afraid you would come one day. Didn't expect you to arrive as a king with an army. Of course not. What are the chances that a common thug would go after a king? But I managed anyway. We took heavy losses, but your army was dismantled. There isn't a happy ending for you. Before I send you off to the headsman, tell me. Oh. Witch's curse, I guess. There was a witch with you back then. She cursed me if I didn't keep to the promise. Sorry about that. Aggie, she has a tendency to throw curses on people left and right. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Aggie liked to use this curse a lot. Never worked. Why are you here? Why have you come to Davern all of a sudden? Redovia is engulfed in civil war. We have at least 2 madmen fighting over resources. Our soil isn't like yours. It's dark and hard. Plants don't want to grow like they used to. I offered a solution. Cross the mountains to find a new home. Some laughed and some chose to come along. They robbed and raped. You're not the same. That must have been men from other camps. Did I mention we were at civil war? These men did the same in my home country. These were men we ran away from. Redovia is divided, and we can't all be tarred with the same brush. 13 years ago, when you attacked us and put your blade against my throat, you must have known I wouldn't have been able to keep my promise. You must have known I would have said anything for you to let us go. I was a different man back then. I was robbing travelers, never thought I would run into royals on that trail. When opportunity arises, I guess you can get nifty ideas. Of course I knew you would not keep your promise, but it gave me a spark of hope. Marrying a daughter from a royal family would mean Redovia had a chance at success on this side of the world. Having royal blood would mean acceptance from others. I didn't think we'd be honored guests straight away, of course, but I hoped it would be enough to let us leave our cursed lands at least. When we met last, you were a bandit on the roads. How did one go from a thief to a king? A king. That's a bit of an exaggeration, to be fair. It doesn't quite work like that on our side of the mountains. Some people chose to follow me, is all. They said I gave them hope. Not everyone gets swaddled in royal silk as a baby. Some have to work for it, and that's what I did. Enough about that. That battle was fierce. It's quite a welcome party you gave us for sure. When we were crossing the trail, we didn't want to fight. You left us no choice. We used whatever we had at hand. Surprisingly, we did quite well. Definitely had surprising battle tactics. I'm curious about. Let me off the ground. Ah, that's better. Fire away. Magic fog. What was it? What was it? Magic. Like I said, we didn't want to cause any harm. The smoke's common incense. We hoped that using a large amount would mask the passage. Naive of me to have thought that the smoke would last long enough for us to get through. I'd hoped that by the time it cleared, we'd all be gone. When we realized the smoke was about to vanish, we had to take a tactic. That's when we circled your men. Monsters? The huge monsters certainly brought a lot of havoc. Oh, you mean the transit bisons? I realize that these animals are quite rare in your part of the world. They're big, strong. We normally use them for transporting goods. But it turns out that when properly motivated with a strong whip, they can act as a pretty good cavalry. I've never seen such fire magic. What was it? You mean fire flowers? We use them to welcome the new year. As nice as it is to watch them, it also had quite a few incidents with fire spreading out of control. I thought those drawbacks could work in our favor for once. That device nearly decided our fate. We have some creative minds on our side. The moment the battle started, our men tried to come up with something that would get us through. I thought that the damn thing was a trap for whoever was inside, but there were plenty of volunteers. We let them loose and it seemed like it worked well. I suppose the element of surprise did the trick. Good enough. You know, I had no other choice. You would do the same for the ones you love, wouldn't you, Eric? Let me go, and I promise we won't cause any more trouble. I don't want any of your daughters. You're making this a very difficult situation for Radovian. If I help you, King Fabian will give an army for the Battle of Etana, but if I sentence you to die, I'll have to go with King Edric. Oh. You've had your share of suffering, and I won't add to it anymore. People told me none of the 7 kings would grant us recognition. Suppose I should have known better. At least I was partially right. You letting me go. I won't forget this. For us, surviving another day is a victory. Thank you, Your Grace. By the way, it seems a Radovian already managed to conquer a Devarian's heart. My daughter seems like a good fit for your Azalea. I knew it. I knew it. I'm crying. Oh my god, I'm fine. Okay. God damn it, I knew it. I knew our daughter had fallen in love. Oh my god. How cute. That's so cute. Okay, anyway. Our wife. Back to our wife. I guess we should talk to our wife. Okay. All right. Darling. My men found Baron. I have just spoken to him. To be honest, I don't know what to think. I think we made a mistake. Misunderstood this whole situation. He never wanted to go to war with us. What? How is that possible? They would have won if it had not been for that avalanche. They were just looking for a new place to call home. The country is at war. But what about Lursulia? He didn't want to marry her. Or he did want to marry her to gain recognition and build a new kingdom on the better side of the mountains. I let him go. I didn't have the heart to execute him after finding this. Did well. Oh, good. You support me for once. Okay, she supported me before. He said the witch used that curse on me. And apparently it never worked. Eric, that's great news. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell if he was just lying to save his own life. Oh, what are we going to do? It's your decision, hon. We're going to go ahead with the ritual. I don't want to risk that curse befalling us. Fine, but remember that you can always change your mind, all right? Of course, sweetheart. You mentioned something about the curse. Is that what I just said? Yeah, okay. There we go. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, that's all. Rest, honey. You want to bring a very healthy baby into the world. Of course, it seems like no matter how much I rest, I'm sit here. But good idea. I don't think there was anyone else to talk to. No. All right. I literally have no one to call. No one to send. Here's the thing. We're going to be negative again, aren't we? I think we're going to get to the point where I can't go any more negative. This is like, I guess we're going to keep Stan. I guess we could keep the hunter. There we go. Maybe we'll keep our hunter. I don't know what to